Hi everybody, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I just walked out of my house and here comes a perpy derpy dude with their lights on. But take a walk with me to my outer field. I've been cleaning it up and then I found something that they're targeting this tree, and this is what my birdies are doing. They're taking a dust bath in my garden beds. So they're making a big mess. So I hope everybody's doing well today on Wednesday. I think it's the 13th, March 13, 2025. And this is what it looks like here today. It's actually really pretty, but earlier today the sky was totally blue and then they made it completely white. So it's actually not as blue as it was yesterday. And also they were spraying the sky over my property last night. I took a video of it, but after I played it back, you couldn't see it, so I didn't post it. But I do have the time that it happened. So now this is one of my outer fields here. So there's the stream behind the house here. Stream goes all the way up that mountain. All the way up, 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 up. So I noticed that there were a lot of oh, look what these fuckers did. They tunneled. I just stepped in a hole. A hole over here and a hole over here. They are creating holes all over my property to cause a catastrophe. I've been here almost 6 years and I've never had holes here, never. They want to make it look like a snake did it, but a snake never makes a hole that big. And snakes are, they're in, what do you call it, hibernating mode. So here's a big pine tree. And they have been performing target practice on this pine tree to cause the branches to fall off. You can see it right here. Let me show you. If any of you have pine trees. And it's an old pine tree. And it was in perfect health when I moved here. And the branch after branch after branch continues to fall because of these criminals. And let me show you what they've done. They want to make it look ugly. And they made it look ugly. But here, I'm going to show you what they've done here. So they've dug it out over here at the base. This is a standard operating procedure for the criminals. Holes here. Another hole here. Here. And what they do is they create holes and sores so that the tree then becomes attacked by birds and parasites and stuff like that, not the other way around. Like I've had people say, oh, well, that was a bird, that was a woodpecker. No, you don't understand. I'm not stupid. I've had woodpeckers in New Jersey. I know what they do. I know what they sound like. I know where they are on the property. They're generally not over here. They're generally up over there. So anyway, let me show you what they've done to this tree. You can see the branches here. And let me show you right here. There are a lot of shadows here. So they've created holes over here, and here, and here, and here. I guess they thought that I wouldn't see it because, you know, how often do I come back here? I don't come back here very often, but it was a nice day today, and this is a great vantage point. So anybody that's interested in the property, this would be a great place to have a little cabin or house up here. Check it out. It's beautiful. And I have videos of this from last summer and the summer before. It's absolutely beautiful up here. There actually was a residence up here. The former owner had like a cabin up here. But from what I understand, because this is northern exposure, it was very cold in the wintertime. But if you've got a wood burning stove and stuff, it is beautiful. And you've got the best vantage points here. You're protected by all these woods. No neighbors in back of you. No neighbors in front. You've got the county road. There goes a little perpy derpy doopy doo. And so this is what they've done to the tree. They drilled holes here and here and here at the base. And they were tearing all kinds of branches off. Now, granted, it does get windy and stuff does fall down. But you see this? And I haven't even finished yet. All of this was around this tree. So they've been targeting this tree. This is what I picked up so far from this tree. Right here. It's literally everywhere. And I called the Judge Chambers today to see who authorized the digging of the ditch. And Judge Gabbert was not in the office today. Either he wasn't in the office or I was told he wasn't in the office. You never know. So nobody did come today, so that was a lie. I was told yesterday that somebody would be here in the morning to walk with me down the ditch to show them what the damage was, but nobody was here. Nobody contacted me, nobody honked the horn. Nothing. And while I'm reading I'm walking around and picking up more branches here. But it's a little breezy up here today. It's very nice. It was like 75 degrees. So there goes. This is a perp right here. Let me show you. Zoom in here. See a little creeper there? Since I'm out here, there have been like 3 or 4 cars. This county road. Oh, and I've also found out something very unusual. I didn't know, but when I moved here, this is considered to be Jackson County. And then, of course, we've got a town. I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but the name of the town is different than the county. And because of the name of the post office, that's the post office that was assigned to this location. But they actually changed in January, and they claim, or at least the person claims it's for voting reasons, but I think it's for other reasons, where now my residence is not considered Jackson County, it's considered the name of the town. So they decided that in January. I'm sure there is another ulterior motive. Maybe taxes, funding. It's always about money somehow. But this is what it looks like here. It's very pretty. Very pretty. And there's a lot of branches down up there. They like to target the trees. And you could see, like, it's the trees look horrible. Look. Now, pine trees can get spindly anyway. You know, older pine trees, they can get like this anyway. They're not the most attractive trees in the world. But this is a majestic tree. Let me show you how tall it is. It's got to be like 300 or 400 feet tall. Let me just show you. 1 second. Let me move over here. Oh, and look what they're doing here. Look what they've done here. They've done this all around my property. Now, this was cut straight off. It was cut straight off, and look at how they've made it pointy and sharp here. And this is what they do. So they've been targeting this, puncturing holes in it over here also to make it look ugly. And look at how they etched around the tree here. Look at that. They cut it off. It was very pretty, like you could sit on here. So they've damaged this also. And look at what they've done here. They just create a lot of work, a lot of horrible work. So this is the vantage point up here. It's quite nice. But I hope everybody's doing well. And thank you all for the comments on real estate mobbing. I have a little bit more research to record for you on the real estate mobbing and blockbusting. And it's very important for targeted people, whether you rent or own. It makes no difference. This is a tactic. These are strategic tactics to force somebody to move, to force somebody to relocate, to force people out of a good location. You know, like here, for instance, this is a great location. This is what's considered to be strategic relocation. It is generally a safe place to live. compared to the rest of the world. Low property taxes, lots of water, mountains, which are protective. You know, the weather is okay, you know. And everybody's got land here. And if I weren't a targeted person, I would say that most people stay to themselves. And this is what you can get for not a lot of money. But when you're a targeted person, they want to force you out because every time you move, it's very stressful. You have to pay fees, closing fees, moving fees. You know, it's very expensive. I had to pay my real estate broker in New Jersey $27,000, but that was the buyer and seller commission. And then I had to pay the mover. And what I won't do this time is, if I'm paying a mover, until all of my property's delivered, they're not going to be getting paid like they did before. They demanded payment as I was en route to Kentucky. And then, of course, I didn't get my belongings. They held on to them, they searched them, stole from me. Oh, and you could see here that they also browned out the grass here. And that's probably why the landscaper that I've been using for the last 2.5 years hasn't contacted me. They probably bribed him or threatened him to not work here anymore. I haven't heard back from him. You know why? Because he's a witness. He's a witness to the property vandalism, which I can call him as a witness anyway. Even if they bribe him, coerce him, whatever they do. He's been here a long time. He knows what my property looks like. He knows how I take care of the property because I've paid him. You know, every time he's here, he gets paid. It's not like I hold on to the money, you know, over months, the way, you know, in New Jersey, you get a monthly invoice. Not here. When people work, they get paid. There's no monthly bill. It's a pay by you go over here. So, and you can see there's more branches down here. Another mess for me to clean up. I'm always cleaning up a mess. But, you know, my Jezebel with the blue lights on across the street, I never see any messes on her property. I never see any trees falling down over there. I don't see any sinkholes happening there. These are things that are being done to my property. And it's wrong. And thank you, everybody, for your well wishes and comments. I really do appreciate it. It's very stressful. And I'm also trying to educate people about what's going on here. Because this can happen to anybody. You don't have to be targeted for this to happen. So anyway, I'm glad you got to see all the holes in the tree. And, oh, it looks like Jezebel with the blue lights on is there with her dog, the little dog. But anyway, I'm going to take this to the bird pit. Not able to burn anything for a while. It's very dry, windy. But nevertheless, we can get rid of this, all this debris. And again, this is just from one tree. Let me show you again. So I'm going to sign off for now, go down here, get rid of this stuff. And I will be uploading a video later, but I'm glad we got to view this evidence together. And we're going to combat these people. We're going to expose them every step of the way for what they're doing. This is what happens in small towns, right? Small towns. They all go along to get along. Oh, look at the little creature. She just snapped a photo over here. Look at that bitch. She just snapped a photo and then walked away. I saw the flash. Anyway, I'm going to walk this down here. And I'm going to be done for up here for today. But I do have another video to upload later, and I just want to show you here. Again, this is evidence. This is an evidentiary video. This is a very large hole. This is not a snake hole. This is. They also do these holes not only so that when it rains here that it fills up with water and causes instability, but they're hoping that I don't see it and that I can twist my ankle and fall into it. Because I know my property. I know where I can walk, where I shouldn't walk. Oh, look, they're going back and forth again. There it is again. Oh, they must have forgotten something in town. Meanwhile, there's nothing that's open in the evening around here. But anyway, it is beautiful outside today. I'm hoping that every day is like today, although it won't be. But when the weather's like this, I can get a lot more done. And today I had somebody here to help repair some things. Not from around here. They have to actually drive almost 2 hours to get here. But unfortunately, that's what I have to do. I won't support any of these local people anymore. And we've got to find out what's up with my landscaper who doesn't return my calls. It's very weird, very bizarre. He was supposed to come over here and cut some things for me. And he's been a no-show, no call, no response. But I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to dump this trash, dump all this debris, this pine tree debris, and talk to you guys later.